Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now it's Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, put it. Let's go, let's go.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That's how we do it.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
I got you. I got Ozzy. Check Ozzy. Hey, Alabama.
Here's Brady to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert! Jugger!
From the gun, it's Brady. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Check. Check it, reload.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brady's throw there complete, and he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pick the edge. Come. Ozzy.
On first down, Brady. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's complete to Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Brady. They find Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. And And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Darius Leonard, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 4. Hey, team 6. Team 6. You got nothing with that. You got nothing.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Dolphin first down.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he caught it up, and the Colts pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing again. Brady on the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Brady. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 31, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Back, help him. Hey, go 66.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check the out. You go tight. Alert. You got tight right there.
The final shot before half for Brady. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Colts take over first.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the pistol, it's Yeldon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Wait, that 53. Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight right. Regular.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. That one complete to Yeldon. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Brady, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 52.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Get 300. Get 300. Check 3. Easy.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Right. Press down. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out deep.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. The intended receiver there, Allen. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of...
And he's going to go down again. Preston Brown. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. 3, Mike, 3. Hey. 0-0, Mike, 3. Man, I got you. Slam. Watch out. 380 hit. 20 hit. 20 hit.
They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. T.J. Yeldon unable to find a lane. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Check that. We want Mike 52.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
16 yards, a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Brady going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Single. Hey, Zoo. Mike 3. Mike 3. I'm coming after you. Hey, go 66. I'm coming after you. Ozzy.
Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Christian Kirksey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. At scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 16 yards, a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 3, check 3. Rush in, rush in.
Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 50, check 50.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Right there.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.